Okay, Airsoft, welcome back. I've got some special things today from Jolly Airsoft. I will put a link in the description where you can find him. He makes a lot of different accessories, especially for MTW type stuff. I've got two different carbon fiber barrels, one for my 10-inch and one for the MTW-308, which is 16 inches because that is what American Milsim requires. And I'll show you what I'm doing with that. And all the pieces and gear, we're going to weigh them. We're going to see what kind of benefits we're getting out of them, making sure it's easy to install. And I also got free Jolly Ranchers that comes with it. Let's get to it. Okay, so first thing we've got to do is take off the previous barrel, the current one. You can see right here that I've got the 1.5 inch extension on there, which makes it 16 inches because certain Milsim events require 16 inch to be able to go into the DMR class, instead of sticking at the rifleman class. So yeah, we got to take off this first, the rail, and then we'll be able to get access to the barrel. I guess we need to disassemble everything actually. So take off our lower here. You can see I run the Wraith. I'm going to be getting parts to switch this to the CO2 version because I'm going to check that out. So I'll be making another video about that later. Set that aside. Got the XTS engine in there, which is awesome. Silent Industries hop-up chamber with a Paragon spec barrel. All right. So on this rail, looks like I'm using a 5/32, or yeah, Allen key. This has not been taken off since it's been painted, so it might be a little sticky, but not so bad so far. All right. Trying to do this without taking everything off the rail. Hey. We will have to take off the suppressor though. 1 second. All right, there's the rail. Now we've got the barrel nut. Man hands are not going to do it. Oh yeah, totally got it all by myself. All right, let's weigh this stuff. $333 grams. All right, compared with 116 grams. Now, as you can see, this is 3D printed, so that's going to help make it lighter than the original. And we're going to see, how durable these are. I imagine it's going to be just fine because what we can 3D print these days is pretty durable. And it's also not a part of the replica that's going to be under a lot of stress. And then this is also 3D printed here, which goes into the carbon fiber barrel, but then it does have metal threaded tip at the end for whatever we want to put on that. Well, for the suppressor. But on the 10-inch, it could be a tracer or whatever. All right. I wonder if that made it any less. 114. All right. Let's get this thing installed. All right. Pretty good tolerance. I like it. Only one side is threaded. And with this one, I would not recommend using channel locks or a vise or anything necessarily. Just hand tighten it. It should be totally fine. Yeah, it's nice and sturdy in there. All right, rail time. All right, I figured it out. Just gonna kind of help it on there. Still very sturdy. Oh, sweet. Yeah, not having painted it, I do not mind because that pattern looks great. Make sure everything fits up here. All right. What do y'all think? Definitely less front heavy, that's for sure. I like it. All right, now I've got the same thing for the 10-inch. Let's see if there's anything different going on there. Okay, so Jolly Airsoft got back to me. These are, in fact, barrel stabilizers that are made to fit within any standard rail that comes with MTW. So this one, you can see, once you kind of get it over the lip of the barrel there, you can stick it in and it plugs off the end there, which is pretty awesome. Now the barrel's like bomb-proof stable right there. And you could probably push it forward, farther back, wherever you wanted. I don't know if you would need any multiple ones at all, but that is looking pretty great. All right, as you can see, I've got this all reassembled. Got this press back on. I will say one thing. That little lining or alignment nub there, or lug, or whatever you want to call it, that was just a little bit too far recessed in. And when I was passing my barrel through, it went fine, but the Silent Industries hop-up, which may be a little different tolerance than the OEM MTW part, it was hitting that nub just a tiny bit. And so it was not a big deal. I just used the little Allen key and backed it out just a little bit, and then everything went in just totally fine. But that was it. I didn't have to shave anything down. The little barrel stabilizer here, still, it even has the little carbon fiber type pattern on it, which is really cool. And everything worked great. So now on the 10-inch, I've got a different rail. It's the Griffin Armament, and it's a 12.5, even with just a 10-inch barrel. So I do this type of thing, and then I have a suppressor, a faux suppressor that actually fits inside the rail. So probably that spacer is going to be a little small in there, but we'll see what happens. Just because this is not the OEM rail, we're going to need different Allen key for that. There we go. Okay, that's right. This one's barrel nut's a little different, but that came off pretty well. Oh, I guess I should have taken it apart first. I forgot. Okay, I wanted to show you here. This is how the the barrel assembly and the hop-up unit goes in, like so. And you can see there's going to be sometimes little pieces in the way, because remember, this is 3D printed, but it's very easy. You can even make it fit in there just by almost like sanding it. But mine didn't really have any issues. It goes. But there's little, you can see there might be little tiny imperfections from the 3D printing that are easy to fix just by manipulating the barrel and the hop-up unit in there. And then it creates a nice tight tolerance that way. Yep, there we go. Now on this one, I think I'm going to be using I'm going to try using the barrel nut from the original, just because I think that's what's going to be needed for this for the aftermarket rail like this. I have to have this barrel nut. So it should be fine, because the threads are on the upper. They're not threads on the plastic, on the 3D printed part. And technically you could do that with the other one too. If you wanted to use the original instead of the plastic printed barrel nut on the MTW-308, you can do that too. It's just this is reducing a little weight. But if anything ever happened to it, I guess you could always go back to this one. Sweet. Right, that is back on. Now the suppressor that fits inside there, well actually, so this spacer is, yeah, see, just because this is an aftermarket rail, so it's not, you could get it in there probably, but it's not going to be, yeah, see, there's just still going to be space around it. All right. You can't really see the barrel in there, but it's in there. It's definitely going to give us some weight benefits compared to the original. Oh yeah. Okay, the last thing I wanted to do was to show you another thing that Jolly does. And that is this. So you may have seen on the 308, I have the battery grip. Well, Jolly Airsoft makes their own type of battery grip. And what they do, they have a little on-off switch. And this does fit in the OEM handle or grip. It just goes right in the bottom. It just replaces the plug that comes with it. And once again, little tight tolerances. You want that with 3D printing, just like the barrel nut and everything, because every weapon, every replica is going to be a little different on tolerances, even though it's the same, from the same place, even the same lot number. So what it does is you plug, see right now I have a totally different grip on there, but I'm going to make it work. The grip I have has a little door, but if you can see this, you plug one end into the normal power, and then you can use your battery that you already have and plug it in over here at the other connector, and then just turn it on and off so you don't have to take it out every single time, and it won't drain your battery when it's in the off position, okay? Yeah, fantastic. You can either just use the battery, and he makes different sizes for different size batteries. I asked for this one that fits the little square battery I use, or rectangular battery. But even if you don't have a way to hold it up there, you just put everything up in there, and I'm going to sand around the edges here so I can just shove it all the way in there, maybe up to here, and then close the hatch on it as well. So when I need to, I just open up the hatch, turn it on and off, and go with it. So I just wanted to show you all, that's another thing that he makes that you can get from his website, or from, he puts them up on the Hop-Up app as well. So pretty cool, and much, much cheaper than the OEM battery grip. And theoretically, you can use any grip you want instead of having to use the battery grip. All right, see you on the next one.